Warning: the following video contains explicit language which may be offensive to some viewers or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
Well. What do we have here? In the land of "Are you shitting me?" I found this. GEICO may have to pay $5.2 million to a woman who got an STV in an insured car. I honestly thought that this had to be something from Babylon Bee or The Onion. It was a while back that the Babylon Bee said it is hard for them to come up with headlines now because ridiculous headlines are now standard news. This proves it. GEICO may have to pay $5.2 million to a woman who got an STD in an insured car. Now, I've been through the story, y'all. I'm going to read y'all the story. And there are so many questions. I have a shit ton of questions. Here we go. The Missouri Court of Appeals is siding with a woman who won $5.2 million against GEICO in a case that centers on a unique auto injury claim. The woman says she contracted a sexually transmitted disease in a Hyundai sedan whose owner was insured by GEICO. How did we as a society get here? So I'm going to break it down. I'm going to give y'all my opinion to expedite this issue point by point. Point number one, I'll be damned if I'm ever going to Missouri and having anything done in their court of law. Hell no. They finna give a female $5.2 million for getting burnt in the back of a vehicle. Nah. Reading on. The woman identified in court papers as M.O. says a man identified as M.B. infected her with HPV when they had unprotected sex in his 2014 Hyundai Genesis. Let's stop. How is he the one solely to blame for that? Isn't protection something that, both parties agree to or don't agree to? If y'all agreed to have unprotected sex, then y'all agreed to take whatever the consequences were. Period. How is he going to be mad at that man? I don't get it. She says the man was negligent and didn't tell her about his health diagnosis, despite having a throat cancer tumor that was confirmed to be positive for HPV. Now, are they saying that he didn't tell her or that she knew and took the chance anyway? But let's give her the benefit of the doubt in this particular segment here, in this particular line, where she says the man had throat cancer and didn't tell her it was HPV positive. I don't, again, you had unprotected sex. He could have had herpes, AIDS, gonorrhea. You are the one who chose. Which leads me to the other question. Did they make an agreement? Did he say he put one on and didn't? There are so many questions here, and I'm still trying to figure out how any of this is GEICO's fault. GEICO had told the woman its auto insurance coverage didn't apply because the damages claimed did not arise out of the normal use of the vehicle. So the next headline says it all. How did we get here? The sexual encounters took place in late 2017. Because the car was covered by GEICO at the time, M.O. says the company is obligated to compensate her for contracting HPV from its owner in the vehicle, citing medical expenses and her pain and suffering. I go back to the original question. How is any of this GEICO's fault or problem? The two signed, the M.O. and M.B. apparently, the two signed an arbitration agreement in March of 2021 agreeing to settle that dispute. Roughly 2 months later, an arbitrator awarded MO $5.2 million, saying the sum would fairly and justly compensate her. MO went to circuit court in Jackson County, Missouri, to enforce the arbitration ruling and won her case. GEICO then appealed to the higher state court because apparently these country bumpkin dumbass courts don't understand what the fuck car insurance is for. There is no way it should have gotten this high. There is no way she should have been awarded a goddamn dime. This is the most asinine case I've read. At least the lady who got burned by the McDonald's coffee had a valid and legitimate case. Please go look it up. It's a lot deeper than what people made it out to be. They just, she wasted hot coffee on herself and got paid for it. Go read it for yourself, come to your own conclusion, and you'll see that that case is a lot deeper than what you think it is. The insurance giant said it hadn't been given a chance to defend itself, violating its constitutional rights to due process and access to the courts. But in its ruling this week, 2 judges in the Missouri Court of Appeals Western District said GEICO had numerous chances to act on its own behalf. The judges noted that MO had initially submitted a claim to GEICO more than a year ago, and in February of 2021, the woman sent the company a copy of the lawsuit she was about to file against the insured man. At that time, she also offered to settle the claim for $1 million. The third judge on the appeals panel concurred with the court's ruling, but he also said GEICO hadn't been given a meaningful opportunity to participate in the suit before the judgment was rendered. Here's what I'm going to tell y'all, because the person has worked for an insurance company. I'm going to give y'all exactly what happened. What happened was this. GEICO probably got those letters, laughed, and threw that shit in the trash can. How do y'all handle phone calls about your car's extended warranty about to run out when you don't have an extended warranty in your car in the first place? You ignore it. So why on earth would you give any credence to a woman saying that you owe her money for catching an STD by another dude in the car? You're going to look at that shit, laugh, and throw it in the trash can. Because it's unreasonable on every level. If this holds, that means anything that happens to you inside a vehicle, yours or anybody else's, you can sue your insurance company for. And I'm here to tell you, there is no way in hell an insurance company is going to take that line down. There's just no way. I mean, that's just... Y'all, I'm trying to understand this one. I can't, because it makes no sense. How it even got to this point makes zero sense. I based this on Missouri. I based it because that's the dumbest fucking ruling. How do you say, you know what, you're right, the insurance company does owe you. If you want to sue him, fine. But how does the insurance company owe you a damn dime? No, I can't. I can't. This is just. That's it, man. I'm through with this growler. This is a growler here, y'all. I can't. My head hurt. I need to go pop some Advil. This is just too much for me.